Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another Dr. Ho's live stream. Today, we are talking about desk jockeys. So I'm going to throw up a little poll because I want to know who we are talking to today. So let's see. I'll push that through. How many of us sit at a desk all day? How many of us are stuck at our screens and we're sitting and this is absolutely the live stream today for you, because we're going to give you some tips and tricks, some recommendations on how to relieve some of the pain that comes from sitting all day, some good just general health and wellness tips that come with just kind of relieving some of the aches and pains. One of the most common things that happen when people sit is they get something called a repetitive stress injury. And the most common ones that happen to desk workers and office workers are the shoulders and the lower back. So we'll talk a little bit about that as well. And the average office worker, I just pulled this stat, sits approximately 10 hours a day. So that's 7 hours that they are sitting at a desk for work. And then oftentimes, it's an hour and a half total for commuting. And then on top of that, when they get home, even when they're relaxing, they're sitting. So there's a lot of kind of sitting that happens for those of us who work at an office, who sit all day. So I just wanted to come up with some tips and tricks that can help you and everyone at home who does sit for extended periods of time, who might be experiencing some of those aches and pains that are really common to people who sit in an office all day. So if you are watching on one of our other platforms, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, and you want to chat with Edwin and I, head on over to www.drhonow.com and you can interact, you can chat with us. There's Edwin, he's saying hi. You can say hello and you can let us know, what maybe some of the aches and pains that you are feeling sitting at a desk all day. Okay, so let's see. We talked a little bit about, the excessive sitting of people who do sit at an office all the time. So today is focused on the 90-60-20 rule. So for those of us who do sit for a long period of time, this is an easy way to remember, some of the things we can do to take care of ourselves, because even when we are at work, it is important that we do some self-care. So the first of the 90-60-20 is 90 is 90 degrees. So when we're at our desk, we want to be aware of our posture and how we are sitting. So of that 90, we want to talk about 90 degrees at the elbow. So you can see that when I'm sitting in my chair, my elbow is 90 degrees. Also, when I am kind of working at my desk, you can see here, this arm 90 degrees. And I have like a little mouse pad that has a wrist support. So I can take advantage of that for that. Oh yes, carpal tunnel neck issues. That's correct, Wendy. Actually, Edwin just brought up a good point, everyone. I talked about the 90-60-20 rule, but let's talk about a different rule. Let's talk about Live 25, because I want to take care of you guys. So Live 25 is a little special promo code that Edwin and I like to throw up. So if you guys wanted to take advantage of that today, we're giving you till the end of the day to get 25% off two of the products we're going to talk about for my desk jockey friends. So we'll get to that in just a little bit, but we do have a special promo code. Thank you, Edwin, for reminding me. Okay, so back to the 90-60-20. So the 90 we talked about, I've got my wrist here at 90 with my elbow. And I've got my hips, so you can see here, are 90. So I've adjusted my chair to ensure that my hips are at a nice 90. And I'd even go so far as to say it's maybe 88, 89, because you do want your knees to be slightly lower than your hips. And then the last 90 is here. It is 90 degrees. Oh my gosh. Guys, I've been so sneezy on our live streams. I'm so sorry. Okay, so the last 90 is your knees. So that is 90 degrees at your knees. So this is a really easy one for you to remember because it's 90 at the elbow, 90 at the hips, 90 at the knees. So that setup is going to be very effective at helping you just to be more comfortable while you were sitting at your desk. If you need help, and this is where Edwin's little tip, if you need help achieving that 90, okay, this is our perfect back rest. You can see here that it has these great little massage nodes, and it is actually curved to really help support your back. So that if you did need a little bit of help achieving that 90 degrees at the hip and maybe the 90 degrees at the knee, you can order the perfect backrest. And because Edwin is giving that live 25 discount until the end of the day today, you can get 25% off the perfect backrest. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to have a little test, okay? So I want you to see kind of the rest of your day, how you are doing at your desk, sitting, how you feel. And if at the end of the day you're slouching a bit, maybe you haven't been able to maintain that 90-90-90, I want you to consider using this gift from us, this 25% off, to get the perfect backrest and see if that helps. Because I find that personally, my lower back is, we talked at the very, very top of the show about those repetitive strain injuries. Most common workplace ones are shoulder and lower back. My lower back gets tired trying to kind of support and sit in a nice posture position. So I really like having the little bit of extra support there to help me maintain this 90-90-90. Okay, so next, we talked about 90-60-20. So let's do 60. So if you are at work all day, every 60 minutes, so once an hour, I want you to take 60 seconds and get some exercise. So whether it is 60 seconds and you are going to walk 60 steps, you're just going to get up from your desk. You're going to get up from your desk. You're going to do 60 steps just around your house. Count them out. You're going to go back to your desk and sit down. Additionally, if you wanted to do some other exercises, so a really good one that you can do for sitting is chin tucks. So for neck issues, Wendy, here's a good one. You're going to want to do these chin tucks where you basically just kind of pull your head back. Another one that Dr. Anthony Chan showed us on one of our other live streams is you're going to put your hands together like this. You're going to lift them behind your head, and I'm going to turn around. So there is like a little divot in your head right here that you can actually give yourself a little massage, and that's really helpful. So you can try and do that. As far as another 60 seconds of exercise, so it can even be something as simple as you're going to march in place for 60 seconds. You can take those 60 steps on the spot. So you'll just march for 60 seconds. You could do something like hold onto the desk here, and you can do calf raises. So as you go up on your tiptoes, you're getting the blood pumping. The calf is the second largest muscle that helps to move the blood through the system, through your body. So this is another good one that you can do is you just go do some calf raises, get the blood pumping. And then my favorite one to do while you're sitting at your desk. So let's say you did your 60 seconds, you're walking around right before you head back to work. I want you to remember when you were a kid, all right? Remember head, shoulders, knees, and toes, because this is a great one that you can do sitting at your desk just to get moving. So we're going to stretch our arms over our head. Then we're going to touch our shoulders, touch our knees, touch our toes. And we're going to come back up. And we're going to do this just 5 times. So up over your head, shoulders, knees, toes, and back again. So this is another great one just to kind of get the blood moving, get your joints loosened up. So while you were sitting at your desk, you were still able to get some exercise. Mary, hey! Mary Lai wrote, can the perfect back rest adjust to provide lumbar support? Okay. So the perfect back rest here, that's a good question. Let's see if I can wheel this a little bit closer. So you can see here that it does adjust around different chair sizes. So it does have a nice curvature there for you to use. And these massage notes are really helpful as well. So it doesn't fit every body size necessarily in the way that you're thinking like it's a support belt. So it's not like our triple action back belt. It is meant to kind of be like, it fits the chair. And then it is kind of a stiffer plastic, and that's how it does the support. But it would fit your chair, Mary. So that's how it's able to do that. So it does, because everyone's spine is in the same spot. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how our different widths are. So it does have those nice little, I call them nubbins. I don't think that's the right word. But it has these nice little massage nodes. These are right there so that you can kind of align your spine in there. So that, I hope, answers your question as far as how that works to support the back and support the arch. And it does kind of move with the chair. So I find it very helpful because personally, I know as far as the most common repetitive strain injuries that workers get, my lower back is my weak spot. I just know this about myself. That is where I need the most help. So it really is a matter of, you know your body, you know where you need the most help. So if that's something that you need help with to maintain that 90-90-90, then this is probably super helpful for you. Now, for that 60 seconds of exercise, that is a great break to have. Now, we also have a product here at Dr. Hose that is actually designed specifically for people who maybe can't be as mobile as they like. And, maybe if you do a lot of video calls or you're in a lot of meetings, you can't get up and walk around from your desk on one of those occasions. I'm not saying that you're chained to your desk every single day, but we do have our motion sizer. So you can actually put your feet on the motion sizer, and because it has 10 different vibrational settings, you are able to kind of mimic the movement of a low impact walk. So you're getting all that movement in your feet, in your ankles, in your calves, and you were able to adjust the intensity up and down. And let's say you were kind of in a meeting, so you couldn't step away. You could still do some exercise with the motion sizer because we do have the fit version. So you can actually use these exercise bands to get some a little bit more activity and exercise at your desk. So that is an option as well for the 60. So, whether it is, once an hour, once every 60 minutes, you are going to go, just for a little walk. Get up, go to the kitchen, grab a glass of water, take a bathroom break, do whatever you need to do to be able to walk around. Do that. If you want to do some of the exercises that we suggested, you can do that. Or if you wanted to use something like the motion sizer, you could use that as well. So here is the kind of perfect opportunity to pick your favorite. Which one do you want to do? And which one do you want to kind of take advantage of? Because we've got a couple hours in the workday, don't we? We could do a different one each time. So, maybe it could be your morning break, you do the little walks, your afternoon break, your lower back starting to feel it, so you do the head, shoulder, knees, and toes, and maybe by the end of the day, you are tired and you want to use the motion sizer. So we're here for options, my friends. We are here to give you options on how you want to stay active while you are working. So the last tip that is, we often talk about kind of like injuries and ergonomics and repetitive strain injuries and things like that. But I want to address another important, so this is the 20 part. So the 90, we did 90-90-90. The 60 was every 60 minutes, do an exercise for 60 seconds. But the 20, so Kathy, what is the 20? What are we doing at the 20 mark? So every 20 minutes, take a break from your screen, and for 20 seconds, stare 20 feet away. So I'm going to take a break from my screen. For 20 seconds, I'm going to stare at Edwin, who's sitting over there. Hey, Edwin. So for 20 seconds, I'm going to stare that way to kind of take my eyes away from the screen. I'm going to be able to look that way, try and see as far as I can just to give my eyes a break. So that is the 20 part of the 90-60-20 rule. So every 20 minutes, and you can set an alarm in your meeting calendar, you can set an alarm on your phone, but every 20 minutes, take 20 seconds, just count it out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 20, just count it out and give your eyes a bit of a rest. So we're talking about, it's 20 seconds that you aren't working, but is going to make a world of difference for your eyes and for eye fatigue and, just kind of general overall health and wellness for your eyes as well. So that is, I think, kind of the best recommendations that we have. And these were all given to us by an ergonomist when he was talking about the 90-60-20 rule. I think it was the very first YouTube video we did with a guest way back when. So that is some great insight information for you to be able to use every day. Again, if you did want to take advantage for the 90 portion to use the Perfectback Rest, or for the 60 portion to use something like the Motion Sizer to stay active until the end of the day today. So this code will turn off by midnight Eastern. We have the code LIVE25 to get 25% off either of these products. So you know what? Sit at your desk for the rest of the day. See how you feel, and if you decide that, I actually could use a little bit of a helper in the back rest department, or I would love to be able to just kind of keep moving, be active all day at work, not just in those 60 seconds, use the promo code. It's our gift to you for being great people who come and watch our live stream, so thank you very much. Live25. Now, we had a question, I think from Wendy, about the Neck Pain Pro. I'm going to go grab it. It's not up on the thing. It wasn't part of the show, but I'm going to grab it and show really quickly. I'm just going to go past my camera. There we go. Okay. Okay, Wendy. You had a question about carpal tunnel and neck and shoulders, and it's a great question, and it's something we've talked about here on the show before, that oftentimes when people have carpal tunnel, they'll think it's the wrist, they'll think it's the elbow, and they don't really get that it actually starts up here in the neck and shoulders. So Dr. Ho always says whenever people have carpal tunnel that in addition to be treating the wrist or the elbow for the pain, also to be treating the neck and shoulders, because oftentimes that is where it is starting from. So this is our Neck Pain Pro. As you can see, it does have those built-in fabric electrodes. This is really helpful for people who do suffer from it because it's automatically placed in a spot that can help with the neck and shoulders. So even if you do need to use the body pads for the wrist if you have carpal tunnel, you can absolutely plug them in here on the other side, and then you've got the Neck Pain Pro system. You can turn it on. It's going to be very helpful, and it's kind of surprising for a lot of people when they hear that advice, because they're like, but it's my wrist hurt. It's my wrist that hurts. Why should I be treating my neck and shoulders? But just like head, shoulders, knees, and toes we were just doing, it is kind of all connected. So there are kind of muscles and ligaments that run all the way up through. So if you do have neck and shoulder pain, it can radiate down and kind of manifest in your wrist and elbows. So that was a great question, Wendy. Thank you so much. And thank you to Edwin, who ran to my office to get the Neck Pain Pro so that I could show you and answer your question, because that's what we're here to do, everyone. We are here to answer your questions if you have any questions about that kind of stuff. And I'm so thankful to everyone who joined us today because they sit at a desk, because they felt like they needed a little more help and a little more support with their, their pain that we're dealing with on every day. So Edwin just threw up in the chat. That is wonderful. If you have more questions, we are here. You can call our customer care team at 1-877-374-6669. You can chat on our website at drhonow.com. You can email us at drho@drhonow.com, or you can follow us on socials where you will probably talk to me. So that's on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok. There's a lot of them now. There's a lot that we try and interact with you on, but that is at Dr. Ho Now. So yeah, you should come chat with us there also. Also, if you missed today's show and you're just catching this follow up now because you sit at a desk and you have a lot of pain and you're like, this is great, I absolutely needed this. How do I know when the next show is? You can watch replays at drhonow.com /pages/watch us live. We also have an entire live section of all of our live streams over on YouTube, and you can watch on Facebook and Instagram as well. If you don't want to miss any episodes, please sign up for our emails so you can get notified when we are going live, and we're here to answer all your questions. You can sign up for that at drhonow.com. And yeah, I think that's it. Oh, yes, there's our YouTube channel. Thank you very much, Edwin. He's very, very helpful for putting all that in the chat. So we hope that this has been helpful. Remember, the thing we have to remember today is the 90, 60, 20 rule. So we want 90 degrees at our elbow, 90 degrees at our hips, 90 degrees at our knees. Every 60 minutes, we're going to do 60 seconds of exercise. And every 20 minutes, we're going to take 20 seconds and we are going to give our eyes a break from staring at the screen. And that's it for today, everyone. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today, for joining us, for spending some of your time with us. We are always thrilled to chat with you. And we hope that we'll hear from you again soon. All right. Talk to you later.